Nikola Jokic has been tearing up the NBA with his unconventional style and jaw-dropping plays, making everyone sit up and take notice. But can he really outperform legends and scoop up a third consecutive MVP award? Stick around as we dive into the details and see if Jokic can make history. Hello there and welcome back to our channel. Check out Nikola Jokic and how ridiculously good he is. If that doesn't make you jump up, here's more proof. Seriously, at this point, Jokic is just making everyone look silly. In the NBA's 77-year history, I've never seen a big man take over like Jokic has. Yeah, Wilt was amazing in his time and so was Shaq. You could list all the greats who've played center. But when it comes down to it, none of them can touch Jokic's level of dominance. Look at the all-time list of players with the highest player efficiency rating or PER. Jokic is right there at number 2. Outdoing legends like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Shaq. He's barely a hair away from topping the greatest of all time in this stat. Just think about that for a second. What's even crazier is how he's running the show without seeming like he's in total control. Yeah, he's a 7-footer and tips the scales at 285. But he doesn't have the raw power or fancy footwork of Shaq, Patrick Ewing, Hakeem, or Wilt. Yet he's still dominating in his unique way. Check this out. This is PJ Tucker, who's known as one of the top post defenders around. But none of that phases Jokic. Watch him just toss PJ around like he's a little kid. It doesn't even matter if you're taller. Jokic will keep pushing back until he's right where he wants to be. And before you know it, you're toast. Unlike Shaq or other big guys who love to slam the ball down to clear out space, Jokic doesn't need to break a sweat to get his points. Honestly, there's nothing flashy about how he plays with his back to the basket. It's just straightforward, no-nonsense power play. And that's just scratching the surface of what he can do. Even though he moves as slow as a turtle on a fence, Jokic is incredibly skilled for someone his size. Seriously, when's the last time you saw a 280-pound, 7-foot guy pull off moves like this? From floaters and runners to the most bizarre shots like his signature shuffle, Jokic has a wicked touch around the basket, making him even harder to guard. Offensively, Jokic is just crushing it this season. He tops the league with 135.1 points per 100 possessions. And while we all call him the Joker, his stats this season are no joke. This guy means business. He's averaging 25.1 points, 10.9 rebounds, 9.9 assists, and 1.4 steals, shooting almost 63% from the field, and is even nailing nearly 40% from beyond the arc. Honestly, I think Jokic could easily be dropping 30 to 33 points a game if he wasn't so focused on distributing the ball and setting up his teammates. Now onto what I reckon is his biggest strength. His basketball IQ. Jokic isn't your typical big man. He's got an incredible sense for the game that really boosts his court vision and sharpens his decision making. It's rare to see Jokic slip up or make a sloppy pass. What's stunning about his playmaking is how he's always a couple of steps ahead of the game, delivering passes with amazing accuracy. Take this play for example. Trapped in a double team with no clear path, he still manages to whip a slick pass to Jeff Green. It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. Jokic's instincts and sharp vision are right up there with legends like LeBron and Magic. After just 2 dribbles, watch him perfectly thread the needle between 2 defenders. He's truly in a league of his own when it comes to finding his teammates. This season he's ranked 3rd in assists, which is even more impressive when you realize he's the only big guy among a list dominated by guards. There's no question that he's the top passing big man in the league right now, and you could even argue he's the best playmaking big man in NBA history given his record with assists. To get a sense of how Jokic's mind works, here's a breakdown by Kenny the Jet Smith. He explains that Jokic has an excellent grasp of the game's flow. He knows exactly when to let a double team come so he can pass, or when to wait them out to make his move to score. It's not about speed for him. It's about making smart decisions quickly. Unlike slower players who might lose control, Jokic keeps everything under control. Sure, a lot of people have said that Jokic's weak spot is his slow footwork on defense. But that's not the whole story, especially this season. He's really stepped up his defensive game. Take this example. Even though Jokic can't match Vanderbilt's speed and transition, he's smart about positioning himself just right to use his quick hands and swipe the ball away. Jokic might not have the vertical leap of other standout players like Giannis or AD, but what stands out with him is his instinct for where the ball is going. He is always ready to make a move if he sees an opening. In this play against the Spurs, you can see it again. After knocking the ball loose, he quickly figured out what the Spurs were planning and stole the ball, setting up a slick fast break for an easy score. He's got a real knack for turning defense into offense just like that. Some folks have knocked Jokic for being a weak defender, but the numbers actually paint a different picture. This season, he's snagged 1.4 steals per game, putting him as the only center in the top 20 for that stat. He's also a beast when it comes to deflecting the ball, with an average of 3.4 deflections per game and a total of 146 deflections for the season, ranking him 7th in both categories. When you look at these stats alongside the highlights I just showed, it's clear that Nikola Jokic is absolutely dominating the NBA right now, both on offense and defense. Wrapping up his overall impact, Jokic leads the pack with a player impact estimate of 21.2, towering over other top players like Embiid, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, and KD. He's definitely at the top of his game and proving to be a force all around. We already know how incredible Jokic is individually, but according to his teammate Bones Hyland, Jokic isn't too fussed about his personal stats or any individual honors. What really matters to him is something else entirely. Bones described Jokic as super humble, saying he's not the type to dwell on accolades. For him, it's all about putting in the work, focusing on the team, and just winning. He's not really into talking about his awards or anything like that. He'd rather set all that aside. His main goal? Winning championships. Not just one, but multiple. That's what he's all about every single day. And that attitude really impresses everyone around him. Thanks to Jokic's incredible performance this season, the Nuggets are absolutely thriving at the top of the Western Conference. As they keep pushing through the playoffs, it's clear Jokic will be pivotal in their quest for a championship. And if they keep up this momentum, Jokic is on track to become just the 4th player in NBA history to win the MVP award 3 years in a row, joining the ranks of legends like Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. So what do you all think? Is Jokic the obvious choice for MVP this season, or is there someone else you have in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. We love hearing your thoughts, so keep the comments coming. Catch you in the next video. Stay tuned.